Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? It is well afternoon in Ohio here. I never look at the time, so I can never tell anybody like what time it is. But I'm pretty sure it's around 4 or 5 o'clock. I don't know. I never look at the damn time, so I can't tell anybody. But just working in the garage here, doing projects and stuff. Doing a big greenhouse thing. I take old windows and make little greenhouses. You might see them on the Facebook Market page and stuff like that. This lady I know picked up these big windows somewhere, and then other windows. She wanted something where she could walk in. I said, I don't know, I'm gonna have to build them at your house here. Well, I took all these home anyway here, thinking I was gonna do a normal one on a platform and with legs like I did the first one. And then I decided, well, I think I can do this and make a big, almost 5-foot thing here, 5-foot square. So I made the floor, and then I'll put wheels underneath, just try to lift it up a little bit, and then she can walk in it and stuff. It's a thing now, what people or women and people want to do. But doing another video here, just always thinking, arguing with this girl all day yesterday and into the night, and just different things like that. Talking about personalities, talking about fake people, a lot of fakes out there. Men are fake. I'm not, but there are fake men out there. They don't want to talk about their feelings. They don't want to talk about the truth. They don't want to admit anything. They don't want to communicate with their girlfriend, their fiance, their wife. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to communicate. Why be with a guy when they don't want to communicate with you and talk about stuff and be real and, where it comes from their heart, and you read his face, see what the face looks like and how he acts, how he's talking, look at his eyes, look at their eyes. If they're moving around and doing stupid stuff, you can just tell if they're lying. People need to do this during dating, way before you get engaged to somebody, propose to somebody, and all these things. You would think people would do that and try to profile the person and look them up and do all this stuff. Maybe some of you do, and it don't matter. I don't know, but you gotta try something. But a lot of fake men out there, and I'm real as it gets. I just say stuff and talk, and it don't bother me. I don't care what I say. I'm not scared what comes out. I just be myself, and it's better that way because you're getting the real me. You're not getting somebody that's hiding their feelings and hiding stuff, and where there's many layers of me, like you're talking to me and there's layers, and I'm not showing you everything. Nope, that's not me. I show you everything right out in front. Like, here I am right now, right here, baby. Everything. But then you got fake girls out there, fake women. A lot of fakes out there. A lot of stuff to talk about with that. On Facebook, they edit their pictures. They use filters, and just like on Snapchat, they use all these filters. They can be anybody they want on there and model themselves, talk how they want, lead people on, request men or guys on there and do all kinds of stuff. I've been seeing it a lot. I've been seeing, somebody that's sort of in this, that I know around here. I kind of caught it and straightened her out. And I don't know. what's going to happen, or if I'm going to hear from her or not. But that was one example where she was editing her pictures and all kinds of stuff on there, and it was weird. Her whole Facebook was weird because I have one of her original pages on my Facebook, and I know what she looks like. So that was strange. There's another like stripper page, young stripper page. She deleted her whole page because I was on there stirring up things and with the dudes on there, posting stuff, and trying to get her attention. And I got her attention when you use reverse psychology and make just pick on their post and make a rude comment. Like, you basically have to be rude and be like this good asshole. I can be a good asshole. There is such a thing. So if you be rude, some girls like that. They like all that stuff. That seems to be what they react to or answer to. Asshole language, or just doing the reverse psychology, I guess. Getting their attention. But then once you get their attention, at least I do it, then I kind of turn her around. I'll be like, okay, I got your attention. Let's talk. Or I sent you some messages. Go read them. Whatever. I sent you some stuff. Things like that. So that's what I was doing with her. And I'm pretty sure she hopefully seen my stuff, like YouTube videos and fitness blog that I sent her and all these things. And yes, I told her she was pretty and all this stuff. And so, like, on her post, I was just trying to get her attention and do stuff, and it worked. But I know how to be normal and just kind of do that on purpose. But that's not how I really am. But they seem to respond to that. They like it. And that's ridiculous, but that's what they're used to. So a lot of fakes on the Facebook, their pictures, how they act, how they talk, and it's totally different from how they are in their real life. Again, I show everybody my life, what I'm doing, and post about it, everything else, so you know that I'm real. But a lot of girls on there, they act a certain way, and with their pictures and stuff, and they show stuff like, everything's good and perfect, or their nieces and nephews or their own kids and whatever. They show that everything is perfect when it's not perfect out there, because we don't know what's going on at home and in their house and with their husbands or boyfriend and fiancés. We don't know that. But on Facebook, that's what we're seeing. We're seeing, okay, everything seems fine with her and looks good, and she's posting pictures and looks happy. Maybe they don't look happy, because I know how to read faces. When you're all sad and frowned and all that stuff, I can read it, and I know stuff is going on. You're sad, you're angry, and all these things. You got something going on. I can read it loud and clear. Men or women, don't matter. I'm a face reader. I can feel energy and feel stuff and people's moods and all this stuff. It's just a lot to get used to. Plus my own feelings, my own stuff, all mixed in there. But they get on there, and they may not be showing their real life, their true selves. They're got this fake persona going on in the way they talk, and you hear their voice when they're making a video like this or something, and you hear them talk. They could be acting fake. That may not even be their real voice. It's crazy shit. Just like this chick last night and everything. She talks in her videos and that, and I could tell she acted all stuck up and everything. And I was trying to be nice and help her with her plantar fasciitis on her foot and do different things, and maybe I was getting a little kinky with her and things like that. She's 33 years old, and then come to find out, like, she's just starting to get annoyed and showing these signs like something's up. And pretty soon we're like going back and forth, like she's picking on me and calling me all this stuff, a loser and weirdo and blah blah blah, and I'm just going right back at her and calling her what, with a B word and all this stuff, just hammering her ass back and forth, and she can take it because she's coming back with more. and then I'm going back with her. It's back and forth, back and forth. You should have seen it. This whole conversation, taking screenshots of it. It's insane. And she was fake as hell, fake as shit. The way she was presenting herself on there and talking and taking pictures, and then having like a fake boyfriend on there and stuff like that. The way she was acting and talking, acts like a virgin, 33-year-old virgin, never been touched, kissed, nothing. That's the way she was acting. That's what I could clearly see. Otherwise, you're not going to be scared. You're not going to be like weirded out about it or embarrassed. You know, somebody says, or a guy says, hey, you know, let's, you know, whatever. Let's see your other outfits, what you look like, or what's, you know, you're already taking selfies on her, like of trying on stuff or skirt and everything else. It's like, well, okay, that looks good and everything. So I don't know what the heck you expect, but you know, or even if you get a little kinky and stuff, like if you're used to that and was with people, was with a guy and stuff like that, and you know, already into that stuff and everything, you wouldn't be afraid, you wouldn't be scared of it, you know, and stuff like that, like, oh, this guy's a creep and a weirdo or pervert and everything. You wouldn't be saying these things if, you know, you've already had sex and learned to get touched, learned to get kissed, and all these things, and your ass grabbed and all this stuff. So, tells me when they've not done those things, then they're like not used to it. So they're coming out like that and saying these things. That was a big indication to me. It's like, okay, I know what you are, but that was ridiculous. But the fact is, I was being nice and helping her, and she has like plantar fasciitis apparently, and high arches on her feet and stuff like that. So I was telling her to put a water bottle in the freezer and freeze it. Use a frozen water bottle on your foot. Okay, so I gave all that advice and helped her, but it's like she didn't care or nothing, and pretending to have this fake boyfriend and stuff like that. The whole thing was ridiculous, not to mention the whole arguments and stuff. But I don't get bent about nothing anymore. I don't fold. Someone once told me, don't fold for no one, and so I don't. And don't bother me one bit. Yeah, it'd be nice to have feelings with somebody, and somebody could kind of bring my guard down, and you know, someone to share feelings with and that, because you girls put these walls up and guards up. Well, same with me, because I've been screwed and everything else here by somebody and stuff like that. Even though she might be doing a little better now, you know, we'll see, who knows. But they're fake as hell out there, the way they're talking and presenting themselves. And then even in person, or if you see them in person or talk to a girl on the phone, almost like the same thing. You listen to their voice, how they're talking, you just, okay, are they like being fake and kind of disguising their voice and themselves, or is this really them? You don't know anymore. You don't know. Girls are sneaky, they lie, all this stuff. They like to accuse men of doing everything, the cheating and the abusing and all this stuff, but half the girls are doing stuff, you know, and I had that stuff done to me. They're using all these excuses, but they use all these reasons and excuses against us to hide and cover up what they're doing, cover up themselves, you know, what they're doing, what they might be guilty of and that, so they throw it on someone else, sort of like a narcissist. Like in the videos, my other video, I talk about narcissism and stuff like that. So it's a little bit of that, and just lying, acting fake, using excuses against men, even, you know, a good guy and everything, and it's wrong when it's covering up what they're doing too. They're covering themselves up, you know, so they're not accused of anything and nothing shows, just to say, well, I'm perfect, I'm a girl, and you're the guy, and you're the cheater, and you do all these things, and you're the one, your fault. But girls aren't having accountability either, and admitting stuff. They're not. They want to lie about it and everything else. I'm not going to be in a relationship with somebody like that. Rather be with nobody, I guess. That's the way we're living in right now with this world. Lies and hooking up, cheating, all this bullcrap. Fake everywhere. And I know how to pick it up. A lot of us do, but a lot of people don't. A lot of girls can't pick up men. Men can't pick up these girls being fake. And so you fall for it. I mean, I kind of fell for things, but I knew what I was in for. Did it anyway. But men fall for this and everything, and they don't know how to realize and check it and get away from it and everything else. But I can have fun with it because I can read people and read girls, and I can have fun and use reverse psychology. And with this girl, I just kept I knew she was fake, because then she said people were telling her she's fake. Well, she must be fake because, all this stuff and fake boyfriend and all that. And I sure as heck got her attitude all out. She was just laying it thick. F word this, F that, and you F her, and you're the one that's in my inbox, you dumb F. And I mean, she just was going off. I mean, she's sick in the head. Sick, mental. And I even Googled that. Why a girl or woman is that angry and coming out like that and cursing. I looked it up. It said, well, it's mental health stuff they've gone through, or relationships, all kinds of stuff. Same thing as the other posts I made on my awakening page. And bad relationship, bad marriage will cause them to just be isolated from everybody, their friends, family, give you the silent treatment, not talk at all, even though you didn't do anything to them, and you're the nice guy, or they come to you and stuff and want to be friends, but yet they don't talk. That makes no damn sense. And just like the other girl, she was following me since I had my fitness studio in our town, been friends with me and stuff, and acting like she don't know me, and running this fake page that I caught, and acting like she just don't know me. Makes no damn sense at all. Trying to get her to talk and that, it's what friends do, talk, message each other. That's why it's there for on a Facebook. And she couldn't even do that. Don't know how to talk. Well, I got her talking. I got on her and got her attention, and I was, tagging her and posting stuff left and right. And guess what? She reacted to it and responded, got her attention, and told her, hey, you're pretty, and I care about you, blah, blah, blah. And I graduated with your sister. I know that your family. She even told me, hey, I got my family on there and stuff, and because I thought the whole page was fake, and it was. And I was skeptic, and my skeptic is right, because she just deleted the whole damn thing, because she knows it. So I don't know what the heck she's doing, but these girls, you better watch them quick. Learn from this video, learn to read this and these, besides body language and just what they say and do. You'll get it. I finally learned it. I was just this nice guy and clingy and everything else. But I could tell, obviously, the girls were mean and stuff, but I didn't know how to shut them down. You got to know how to shut them down and just do it. And I can do it now. You figure it out after so much abuse. But once again, their personality, how they talk, their attitude, what they talk about, the way they say it, their tone of voice and that. Whether you hear their voice, whether it's on a phone or on a Facebook, in person, the way they carry themselves and act, talk, and all this stuff is whatever makes them fake. And because of a bad relationship, bad marriage, bad whatever, or home life, who knows what. And same thing in my situation, but I don't act fake. So you're looking at the personality, looking at what they talk about, their voice, eye movement, all this stuff, just within their voice, that tone. Listen to their tone, how they're talking and everything. Could be a high pitched tone, could be a low pitch. They could change pitches all the time when they're talking, and that's not good. They're not being consistent. That means they're probably being fake when they change their tone of voice. There's all kinds of stuff to look at. Just look it up or deal with it. But a lot of fakes out there, both ends of it, left and right. You know, the way they talk and show themselves, present themselves and everything else, and trying to lie to each other, lie to us men, use things against us, and turn things around like a damn narcissist. That's what she sounded like, and, you know, I know it. So I even called her that too. I called her a bunch of stuff back, so I got her, but I'm like, just block me. There's the block button. Block me. And she wasn't doing it. Well, she finally did it last night. So whatever, used to that. It's not that my goal is to push and push until they block me and stuff like that. I want them to just break, and give in and quit acting like that, acting stupid, and be real, and get that anger out of you and stuff like that. That's what I'm trying to do. It's not a good feeling getting blocked, but whatever, it happens. But that's not my intent. My intent is to get stuff out of them and get that anger out so they can just talk like a human being again, not be stuck up. Get that stick out of their ass and everything else out of their ass, you know, and be different, be real here. So that's all it is to it. So I'm 21 minutes in on that. Gonna upload this up on the old YouTube. Look for The Awakening page on my Facebook, my spiritual page, The Awakening. Please share, like, whatever on this one and my channel. Share the channel. Get me out there. Get all my different videos and depression videos and all this stuff. I still want to get into podcasting. I'm just not doing it. You just got to be set up for it and everything else and get people involved. But I'm doing this stuff still anyway. But again, look out for fake people out there, their personalities, their face, their eyes, all this stuff on Facebook, off of Facebook. It's crazy out there, so look out. So that's another video wrap for me. Keep working here and keep doing stuff. And I'll catch you guys later.